Hello everybody, it is me, Pecky Penguin, and today I am making a customized Singing Monsters Island, but it's gonna work a little bit differently. Um, Basically, I'm gonna spin this wheel and I'm gonna get a random monster. It has everything in the game here, up to Owlesque, so that's the most recent update as of me posting this, probably. Um, So when I spin the wheel, whatever monster it lands on, I have to add to my song before I spin for another monster. So it's like a blind rank, except I'm just adding it to the song in the order that it's spun in. So I just have to get really lucky here, with whatever I spin. And before you say, hey, I thought that your main content wouldn't be my Singing Monsters content. It's not my Singing Monsters content. That's not my main content. I'm just making this for fun. But I sincerely hope that you realize this is not my main content. I make object show stuff, I do reaction stuff, rarely, but this is just for fun. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see what the first monster we have. Hopefully it's something good. Okay. I think I'll take that. There's definitely worse options out there. So you know what? That's fine. This is fine. So I'm just gonna. I have the instrument ready for Cherubble. Uh, I guess I'm gonna experiment a bit, but like kind of like that. I'm gonna figure out what to do for this. For Cherubble, for main melody. But yeah, I will get back to you when I finish a little something, and then I'll show you what I got. I think I got a nice little melody here. Let's hear it. So that's gonna be like the main melody, I guess, as of now, because I don't know what other monsters I'll get, but I think this works for now. It's actually pretty good. I'm gonna start the song off like this because it's nice and calm. But in case of the chance we get like a more intense monster, I'm gonna leave this part empty before it's gonna hop back into this. I think that'd be pretty good. So right here, it's gonna come back, and I think it plays for the rest. It's gonna play again here. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that because that's good for a single monster, definitely. Actually, no, I kind of want to make another track for it because this is like one of the few monsters where adding another track will never hurt it. I think it will make it better. So you know what? I'm actually gonna make a nice little ending track for the end of the song. For this monster for Cherubble. I guess I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, I made a nice little melody at the end. I changed the BPM to be slower so it makes it more relaxing, I guess. But this is what the ending sounds like. And that's gonna loop back perfectly to the start of the song, because the note at the start is this. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's all I'm gonna do for Cherubble. All right, let's see what we get for monster number 2. We're gonna do 10 monsters in total. So Pummel. Okay, that's a pretty underrated drum right there. I think I can hopefully do something really good with this. Let's go. Okay, I have this nice little drum going for Pummel with using samples for the drums, and then I combine them up, and then I add an echo effect. This is what I get. Now that's very heavy, so I'm actually going to use that in this section, and then I could make a separate track for the Cherubble section just in case I don't get any other percussion monsters. So I'm really just playing it safe here. If I do get more, I can find a workaround. There's always room for more percussion. So yeah, I'm gonna make a filler track for this section. Okay. Alright, nice. I got this nice little snippet here for Pummel. sounds like he's playing a lot, but once again, it's just because I don't know if I'm going to get another percussion monster, so I'm really just playing it safe. This is just the smart thing to do. Now, okay, that's going to be it for Pummel. Okay, we can move on to the next monster now. Okay, monster number 3, let's go. Fwog. Okay, you know what? I would say it's not a good thing to start with, but because we're by our third monster, I'm pretty sure I can manage this. It's actually pretty good. Okay. There we go. Alright, I made this short little Fwog thing. It sounds like this. And then I'm also using it over here to lead into the next verse. Okay. I think that works though. It doesn't have to be anything like too spectacular. Because, you know, it's Fwog. He's a silly guy, but he's nothing special. Sorry, Fwog fans. But, okay. Yeah, that's all I'm going to need for Fwog, I think. I guess I could do some harmonies, but I don't really think it needs it. I think this works, honestly. Yeah, I might just leave it at that, actually. Okay, I guess we're on the next monster already. Monster number 4. Jeeode. Okay, I'm actually happy with that. Because I need a monster to fill... Actually, because I don't know, would I put this in the first verse, like the second verse, like the intense part or the non-intense part? Because it's really calm, but I have nothing in the second part. I might actually just put it in the first with Cherubble. Okay, I think I got a pretty good instrument here for Jeeode. I could just echo it if it's not close enough, but like... Yes, the Water Island sound. But yeah, I think that works. I'll just do an echo effect to make it sound a little bit more accurate, but I think for now this is pretty good. Now, I'm gonna cook up something, and yeah. You know, I actually like that. I'm just gonna keep it simple like that. You know, I might turn up the reverb a bit because it doesn't sound that much like Jeeode right now. Maybe like that. Oh, this is. Alright, I like that. Simple, but I like it. I don't know, I think I should include Jeeode at the end too. Like the little extra. Not here. Alright, I might include something here at the end for Jeeode. I will cut to when I'm done making that. I think I made a pretty good tune here. Okay, I like that. I like that. I think that's it for Jeeode. Next monster. All right, number 5. I think. I don't know. Tiawa. Okay, that's actually really good. Okay, I'm actually happy about that. I want to put that in the second section because it's really empty right now. It's gonna hopefully change a lot. All right, let's go. All right, I think I got something good for the sound for Tiawa. Oh, that sounds kind of off at the end there. All right, I'm gonna fix that. Hang on. I think it's because this starts a little bit off. So it's like that. Now if I check again. Alright. think that's good for Tiawa. Next monster. We are officially halfway through the monsters. We only need 5 more. We still only have one percussion monster and one vocal. Most of them are instruments, but that's fine because it sounds good so far. So let's just hope for. Okay, that's another percussionist. It's usually a pretty unnoticeable sound, but I think I think it'll add a nice touch. You know what? I'm actually happy with this. Alright, let me just quickly show you the. Actually, hang on. Let me solo this. All right. That's the sound sample we're gonna use to make Clavavera. I'm just gonna uh try to make something with this sound and maybe pitch it up a little bit to make it sound unique. But I'm gonna work with this and I'm gonna see how it turns out. I'll show you when I have something, like always. I think I got something that I like. It's kind of hard to hear. Let me just do this. Alright. Here's what it sounds like. Okay. I don't know if I should cut it off there or should it continue, but I think I could play it. I might actually play it only for the intense part. I'll see how that sounds. Shoot. All right. If I just delete it from here, let's see this. Oh, shoot. Wrong part. I meant to put it over here. All right. I did it finally. Okay. Let's see how it sounds. Kind of like it here. Oh yeah, there. I think that works. Um. Oh yeah, I definitely like that. I definitely like that. I'm just gonna copy it over to the other part that has this. I gotta repeat it. See, I'm making so many silly mistakes right now. You seeing this? I'm just a silly guy. What can I say? Alright, right here. It's actually turning out pretty good for starting off with like only one monster, I didn't think this idea would work really well, but I'm actually glad it is working pretty well. Anyway, yeah. That's gonna be it for Clavavera. I really hope this song doesn't get ruined by some like really bad monster. Okay, Dwumrohl, more drummers. I thought I wouldn't get any more. That's why I put a lot of Pummel. But I'm glad we're getting more. All right, I'm gonna see what I can do with this. I think we're getting pretty lucky here, though, considering there's not that many drummers. Actually, there might be. I don't know. It's not like I checked the statistics. I'm just like assuming there's not that. And I'm gonna stop talking. Okay. I like this. I like this. I definitely like this. Okay. Why does it automatically always insert this, bro? That's dumb. I never asked you to insert any track. It always does that. Okay. But oh wait, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay. Let's see how it sounds. Alright, I obviously gotta extend it out for longer, but other than that, it sounds pretty good. I just don't think it should start out with this. I'm gonna hear it in the intense section, or like what was supposed to be the intense section. It's actually sounding kind of calm. Maybe this will help though. I don't know. I really don't. I think. What if it starts up at this part afterwards and then plays to there? And then it could have a nice little ending, like maybe a hi-hat, just like repeated, like a nice little I don't know what I'm doing. But for the ending there, I could do that. think that'll work. Let me just hear how this sounds. It's gonna lead into this. Okay. Yo, yeah, no, actually, I like that. I like that. I like that. I just need to add the little ending part, and then that'll make it a lot better. Let me just start making that, I guess. All right. I think I got something I like. It's gonna play this for the rest of the song here. You can't really hear it. Let me just do this. This is what it's gonna sound like. It's really quiet, but it's gonna play this for the whole rest of the song. Yeah. Alright. Now, here with everything else, it's really hard to hear, but it adds something, like, it's nice in the back. I don't know why I have 2 tracks for Dwumrohl here. I'm not using this one. This is the actual Dwumrohl track. Just, you know. But yeah, that's it for Dwumrohl. We have 3 monsters left. Oaktopus, we got our second vocalist. I was waiting for another vocalist. Fwog was their only one. But yeah, Oaktopus, that's a pretty good one. I just recorded for Oaktopus. This is what it sounds like. It's gonna be obviously here in the song on. If you couldn't tell, it's actually in this part. What am I saying, bro? Obviously in this part of the song. Yeah, it's gonna loop. I'm so bad at commentary. I'm just realizing, but if you're still here, it means I did a somewhat good job, and I'm proud of myself. So you know. Octopus, octopus, octopus. Oh yeah. Right here. I want to see how this sounds with a Cherubble here too. That's pretty good. I actually like that. I say the same thing every time. I actually like that. Well, I do. So, yeah. Next monster, we got 2 more. We gotta find 2 monsters. Zuuker for the first one. I honestly don't. I know what Zuuker sounds like. I just don't know the instrument. I mean, I guess I could experiment. Like, he's always so quiet in the song, bro. I swear. Anyway, yeah. Let's work with this, I guess. So, I kind of got really lazy. I couldn't find a kazoo sound. Nor could I find it in the samples already in BandLab. So, I used my mouth to make the sound. This is what it sounds like. I'm gonna make a solo. Yeah, now it sounds a lot more menacing than actual Zuuker. Actual Zuuker, he's a wimpy little boy. Yeah, I think it'll have to do because I kind of like it. It's pretty menacing. It's just not really Zuuker, but I think it's close enough to the point where I'm gonna keep it. I'm actually not gonna put it here though. It's gonna be like right here when it gets back to the beat. So it's yeah, this is more of the heavy part now. Actually, I was originally gonna make this part the intense part, but it kind of switched over time, which is fine, honestly. I do kind of like it. Oh yeah, right there. Wait, where is it? Okay, here. And then, should I have it again here, like this? I think I have it again there too, maybe. And at the very end, should I do this? Let me see how this will sound. You know what? I'm gonna keep that, because that's like the best I can do, honestly. All right, next monster, and the last monster, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, last monster. Okay. Really hope we get something good to finish this off. Ghazt. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go. Alright. We're finishing it off with Ghazt. Let's go. Okay. I cooked up a little something for Ghazt. Pretty much the way this works, there's 2 different tracks, like, because Ghazt is a pretty hard sound to replicate, so I overlaid 2 different kinds of synths, and got something pretty cool. Now, the sound is based off of the Plant Island Ghazt. Like that sound, because I couldn't think of anything else to do, but I'll think of something original for the very end. You'll see. Like that. I might actually change this instrument. I got a few options. Well, maybe this, actually. Let's see how this sounds. Do I like that really echo effect, though? I don't know. I don't know if it should echo that much. Oh. Hang on. This might actually be good. It's kind of hard to notice. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, though. I'm just gonna try some things. I will get back to you when I find one that fits. I just found a really good Ghazt sound. It's gonna sound like this, so. Alright, I like that. I actually like that. I think that's pretty accurate. That's less accurate as I'm gonna get it. But, you know, I like that. That's good for now. Now, for the next Ghazt part, I'm going to put at the very end, or after I copy it to here, obviously, but the very end, I'm going to add Ghazt in with Cherubble and Jeeode, and I'm going to try to make something good. So, yeah. It feels a lot more anticlimactic than I thought it would be, but this is the end Ghazt sound. You know, I was expecting to make it, like, yo, I cannot speak, okay. I was expecting to make it way better than it ended up being, but, you know, I'm still happy with how it ended. I now present to you the full song. So, my final thoughts, that was actually really good. Considering it was like literally blind, I went in knowing only one monster at a time. That was pretty good. If you want to make me see another one of the... Oh my god.